Good morning, bunnies. It's the day. You ready? Are you? Huh? Good morning. It is Nationals morning and I am so excited. Thankfully, I wasn't too excited to sleep. Being pregnant as I am helps a lot because you're just always tired. But I slept a lot last night and I feel really good, really energized and excited to drive to Dodgeville. It's going to be about an hour drive here from the Dells. And I've got 3 rabbits entered and then I have 1 entered that I won from an auction. So I'll have 4 rabbits competing. And then I have 1 in fur. Yeah, just a lot to be excited for. This is my first ever nationals and I can't wait to see so many Polish people in one place. Polish as in Polish rabbit breeders. But yeah, I'm really excited, so let's do this. So the address didn't bring me right to it, but I see Marlis, so I know I'm in the right place. I'm so excited, guys. Here we are. So it's not looking to get any warmer than 70 today. It's going to be really good temps for a show. And I'm going to keep you posted since this is my first nationals. We'll show you what it's like attending a national show for the first time. So this show is set up for central showing. The show cages are in a square so that there's a lot of space behind on all sides. And from what I'm hearing, varieties are going to be assigned to judges. So instead of like Junior Chocolate Bucks being on the left and Junior Chocolate Joe's being on the right, it's going to be, 1 variety per judge. Or, multiple judges. Like for the blacks. I know that the black senior bucks, they have like 50 or something. So everyone here is a Polish person and there are lots of rabbits for sale. I'm about to do some grooming.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Supposed to be 58 of them. Supposed to be 58.
These are all black senior bucks. Woo! So many.
Open chocolate senior box.
Open chocolate senior box. Get them to the table now.
They start being really hard to get in. That's fine,
He was 210. I had weight. So he was right there. Beautiful body on this guy. The only thing I'm going to criticize him on is that he's got just a little longer coat. But everything else, he's got a beautiful ear. He's got a great head shape, good full eye, good color on him overall.
All right, y'all, I'm trying to stay chill, but I can't. Okay, so the rabbit I was most excited about showing, homegrown, Rue Senior Buck. He just performed in his class of 15 and got first place. First place out of 15. I did not expect that, guys. I did not expect that at all. And now they're judging the other classes, so we'll see how he does for variety. I have 1 more rabbit up right now in the black junior buck class. I'm just so freaking excited and shocked. And My friend Toby Neal of Eaton Acres, his, I think, chocolate junior dough took, I think, best on that sex of variety. Was it? And he's like crying and I'm crying for him and like, I need to calm down. This is not what I expected at my first nationals ever.
Yeah. We're going to announce our best of breed before we bring up the opposite of that to pick our opposite. And really a pleasure. I spent a long time looking through a lot of pretty blacks today. But there's another animal up here that really caught my eye, and it was an easy decision for all three of us, and that's the broken buck.
So if you got a buck up here on this, they can go back, leave us the does. Stuck with the old guy for this one. We all appreciate the opportunity to come up here and judge for you some beautiful animals, as already mentioned. For best opposite, we all like the same rabbits, the broken and the black. Every rabbit's perfect, so you look at them, you compare them. Today we all agree the best opposite is going to be the black today.
Silent auction is going on the other side of the room. I went ahead and had a peek because I like to look at them, but I'm not shopping. I do not have an open hole. So my Rubuck went on to win BOSV, Best Opposite Sex of Variety. And I'm just blown away and excited about it. Yeah, it's been a long day. It's after 4, so I'm thinking I gotta get back to my husband and my boy and have some supper. So I'm gonna be on my way out. One last look at all the buddies. Thanks for coming along with me. All right, so let's talk about the show yesterday. The way that it was run was every class, no matter how big, was judged all together. It was just done, slowly and eventually. The class of 58 black senior bucks, I think about 40 or 45 of them were able to fit on the table, and then the rest were kind of added in as she was doing no places or moving them to the pens, the ones that she really liked. So it actually was all done as one big chunk. The senior bucks took 2 hours. The senior does took an hour and a half almost, and they were 40 some of those. They really took their time with the classes. Every rabbit got a really good look. I really appreciated that about it. Each judge was assigned different things, and kind of as the day went on, certain things got rearranged. The youth was all judged on the same table, and then the open was judged everywhere else. There were like over 500 open entries, and I think like 300 youth, so lots of rabbits on the tables. Out of those big classes, like the 58 black senior bucks, the top 25 to 30 were given placements, where the others received no placement. And then out of those top 25 to 30, the top 10 are awarded points, and then the top 5 are weighed. I think they require that at the national show just to make sure that the animals are within regulations, just to make sure that placements still stand. So that was interesting. One judge was in charge of a variety. They never broke up a variety amongst multiple judges. And then at the end, all of the judges together decided on best of breed and reserve. Overall, the show was run a lot like a normal show, except everybody, of course, were Polish people, and there were Polish everywhere, and it was heavenly. Almost everyone had their Rabbitry signs or sales posted, and it felt really normal and casual in ways, which was kind of nice. The room was really spacious. There were concessions, you know, there was an auction, there was a raffle, there was an equipment dealer, kind of all of the same stuff that you would see at a regular show. One very fun thing that I got to do was meet with Jeannie Fisher and see some of her beautiful otters. So I personally like the idea of otters, but in the Polish community right now, there is definitely a split on people who just want to leave the breed alone and stop adding to it. I call them Polish purists, and I 100% validate their thoughts. I agree that I don't want Polish to become extremely diverse, and I understand where they're coming from. It was good to see the otters in person. They are beautiful. They are very much excellent examples of the Polish breed. The color, the rufous, is just stunning. They're all consistent. I got to see them exhibited at the show. There was a vote done throughout the Polish club in which otters narrowly missed the ability to continue, but that has been contested, and now it's at the ARBA level, so there's another chance anyway that they will be able to continue. I don't know, I understand both people's perspectives. Personally, I love the otter variety and I'm partial to its beauty. It's always been my favorite variety on any rabbit, so I am very excited about the possibility that it could be accepted, and I was very happy to see them in person and to see just how high quality they are and consistent and beautiful, and I really just hope they have a shot. After the show commenced, we were up for the silent auction. There were several rabbits on the table. I'm thinking at least 20, 25, something like that, who were up for auction. Pedigrees and feed were showing on the table, and people were going through and handling them and feeling them out and whatever. And then I didn't stay for the entirety of the auction, but then the silent auction portion begins, and I believe every animal sold. So the money was being applied to, I believe, a youth scholarship fund. So it's a great way that breeders decide to support the club and thank the club for their hosting of the nationals and help some youth out there with their education costs. There were lots of beautiful rabbits up there, and I was not shopping, but I always like to look through them anyway and kind of be a judge, you know, see what I see. And there were some really beautiful examples of the breed up there. So I didn't hear the range of how high the most expensive animal sold, but I know one at least went for 300, and then some did just go for 50, and then others in between. And I'm sure there were some who went for more. The awards for best of variety, best opposite sex of variety, things like that, they were accessible during the show. I was able to get mine before the auction began. And then I believe at the banquet, which I was unable to attend, I believe there's more awards. There's baskets that maybe go to certain people. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but just know that like the varieties and classes and stuff, you get your award at the show, so you don't necessarily have to be there at the end, even though it would have been really fun too. I actually received my show report and my leg like within the same day. I got it last night, So they're really on top of organization during this show. And so that was really awesome. Overall, I was just so enamored with the Polish Nationals experience. The fact that I was able to do something of note there really blew me away. I was so surprised to do so, and it just made the day brighter. Congrats to everyone else, all my friends, all the people I didn't get to meet, all my acquaintances who also had their small or large wins. It was just awesome to see everybody together, and I definitely would attend a nationals again if it were close enough to me.